Hey everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. So today I'm going to talk about what kind of cartoons or movies or shows I used to watch as a kid and what you can watch to improve your English speaking. So today let's talk about some interesting cartoons and movies and shows which can help us to improve our English communications or improve our English speech or conversational English. So these cartoons or movies or cartoon shows or whatever, these kind of shows, animated stuffs can help us to improve our English speaking. We can shadow with them, we can repeat after them, we can imitate, we can role play, we can do a lot of stuffs with this. Okay, and in this session, I'm going to tell you how you can use these cartoon movies or shows or animated stuffs to help you to improve your English speaking skills or English fluency and confidence. Trust me, I have also learned a lot from these movies. So I'm going to talk about what movies, shows and cartoons I used to watch during my childhood and what you can watch right now to improve your English speaking. Okay. On that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, quickly subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. One more request, guys. If you don't wish to subscribe my channel, at least give me a thumbs up. Like my video. Well, let's get started with today's topic. So I'm going to talk about what cartoon movies or shows I used to follow, I used to watch during my childhood. See, at that time, we were not very fortunate of having, things in English. A lot of English cartoons were dubbed in Hindi, right? And there were Hindi versions of those cartoons also. So during my childhood, whatever I remember, as a kid, I used to watch a lot of stuffs which were dubbed in Hindi. Okay, we didn't have the advantage of watching it in English. But later on, after some times, when everything changed, when there was a dish connection, so we used to start watching English cartoons also. But it was later. So initially, what we used to do, we used to watch these cartoons called as Baloo, Tom and Jerry, Captain Vyom, which was a show. I remember watching That's So Raven and Lizzie McGuire. This was little later, but that was also dubbed in Hindi, not English. So we used to watch these cartoons dubbed in Hindi. We didn't have the advantage of having the subtitles and all, but we used to enjoy that. It was so hilarious. It was so funny. We really had a great time watching all these things. So we used to watch all these stuffs at that time, like Mahabharat or Captain Vyom or Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, Tom and Jerry, Baloo, Mowgli. Yes, these were my favorite cartoons which I used to watch. But again, I will tell you, it's just that we used to watch because we didn't have the advantage of watching them in English at that time. It was all dubbed in Hindi and we used to watch that. But when later on, when there was a dish connection and we realized that we need to start watching stuffs in English, then we got a lot of exposure into Cartoon Network and other channels wherein they had this English speaking cartoons and shows and movies. So we started watching Tom and Jerry movie in English. Then we started watching Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Bob the Builder, etc., etc. So these were very basic famous cartoons at that time. We used to watch Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Tom and Jerry and The Jungle Book. So all these things we started watching in English later on. Okay, when we got access to Cartoon Network and other channels. Doraemon and all were not there at my time, so I won't name those. Whatever I used to watch, I just wanted to speak about it. So these were some famous cartoons which we used to watch at that time. Okay, now later on when things changed and there were a lot of animated movies and cartoon movies which started coming to the theaters, so we started watching them in theaters. What kind of movies were those? These are recent times, like maybe 10, 15 years back I'm talking about. So at that time we started watching these movies, like animated movies like The Jungle Book, or animated movies like The Ice Age, all the 3 parts. Then Angry Birds, then Godzilla, these kind of movies we started watching. So whenever these kind of movies used to come, we used to go in theaters and we used to watch them so that we understand also what they are trying to say. And it is very interesting as well. Right? Kung Fu Panda. So one of my favorites is Kung Fu Panda, Ice Ages, Angry Birds, Godzilla, Jungle Book, and lots more. I don't even remember what all movies I have watched. But whatever I have watched, they are very interesting movies. These movies are extremely interesting. They are very easy to understand also. And that is why I've taken up this topic, guys, just to make you understand how easy and entertaining it is to watch a movie and how we can learn to speak English from these movies, right? So what we used to do is we used to go and watch these movies in theaters. Theaters, the sound quality is good, the picture quality is good, so you can hear every single word looking at the screen. Okay, so there's no disturbance. You don't have to get focus your ears and not on your eyes. So you don't have to do that. You can simultaneously listen and you can simultaneously see, because everything is big, everything is loud and clear. Okay, so if you concentrate on things, you will be able to understand everything. They use very simple English because these are made for kids. Okay, people from every age enjoy watching these movies. Trust me on this. I still enjoy these movies and I wait for movies to come. I have watched Frozen also. I have watched a lot of other movies which are cartoon movies, right? Which are made for kids. But I love watching those movies. It's very entertaining. It is very stress relieving. It is very pleasing to the eyes, and the words and sentences and the kind of, accent used in these movies are very simple and easy to follow. So if you start watching these movies, you will develop an understanding of the language. You will develop a connection with the language and you will like watching and repeating those, or watching and understanding it better. So you will start developing a bond with these kind of movies, and indirectly you'll start having a bond or connection with the language as well. So that is why it is very important to start watching these kind of movies or cartoon shows or cartoons or anything else which you like. If you want to watch a cartoon clip also, a cartoon movie clip also, that is absolutely fine. But if you have time, you can just watch the whole cartoon movie or the show or any cartoon, whatever, or any animated movie or stuffs which you can watch. Okay, these are very interesting, very easy to follow and understand. Now, in the beginning, I've spoken about what activities you can do with the movie or while watching. You can shadow with them, you can speak after them, you can repeat after them, you can imitate, you can role play. So there are lots of possibilities of practicing English speaking with these kind of stuffs. Okay, what I used to do is, whenever I used to watch any movie, animated movie, if I like any dialogue, I definitely used to repeat it. Okay, I also I have learned a lot of words and its usage from these movies as well. Trust me on this. So whenever you're watching a cartoon or you're watching a movie or anything, a show, anything, you have to focus on what kind of words they're speaking, what sentences they're speaking, in what situation they are speaking about that, or what they're talking about in different situations. If you start focusing on that, it will be much easier for you to repeat those sentences, remember those sentences, and apply it in your natural situations. Trust me on this. I've told you many times, my kid also does the same. She watches cartoons and she repeats those sentences every now and then. And after repeating and remembering those sentences, she makes it a point that she repeats it in actual situations also. So she tries to use those sentences in actual situations. Now, if a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old can do this, why can't you? You are in a much better position and a much better place, right? So start doing this. Start watching cartoons or movies or animated movies or shows which can help you to understand vocabulary, sentence structure, and speaking the language in a very easy and effective way. So next time when you're watching something, try to practice shadowing with them. Try to practice repeat after me. Try to practice imitation and try to practice role play. Now, what I mean by imitation and role play. Imitation is the same as I told you that you can just remember some sentences and you can start repeating those sentences. Okay, once you start repeating those sentences, then try to use it in your own situations where you can use this sentence. If somebody has said, I'm very tired now. If any character in the cartoon has said, I'm very tired now, I need to take rest. Okay, you can just start repeating the sentence. I'm very tired now, I need to take rest. And then when you remember the sentence, now you try to focus on where you can use this sentence in your own situations. So maybe before going to bed at night, you can just repeat to yourself, I'm very tired now, I need to take some rest. It's as simple as that, right? So this is why imitation is very important. You can start imitating the character's sentences or character's situation. Okay, in the same way, role play. Now, you can just become that character. My kid loves Peppa Pig and she becomes Peppa Pig any time of the day. And she gets into the character and she starts speaking about it. Okay, whatever he or she says. So she repeats those. Because she is in the character. She gets inside the character and she starts speaking about what he has spoken. Okay. In the same way, you can also just think about a situation where they are, having a conversation or what the character is talking about or what the conversation is going on between two characters. And then you can just start repeating that conversation. This is the best way to practice English speaking on real life situations and conversations, because those conversations are also real life, because they are having a conversation. It's not some superficial or, some supernatural situations they are in. They also shows natural situations, right? What they are doing, they're going for a picnic, they're going for some fun activities or whatever is happening in their house. Okay, it is fictional, definitely, but then the situations are real. You will get to learn something or the other from that. And of course, we are at a much better position to understand what is real and what is fictional. So we know what the difference is. So it will not be difficult for us to get into the trap. So that is why start using these techniques while watching cartoon movies or cartoon shows or animated movies. It is definitely going to help you a lot in your English speaking practice, in your clarity of speech, understanding the language, the intonation, the rhythm, the pronunciation, the vocabulary, the sentence structure, and lots more. You will learn to make sentences. You will learn to pronounce. You will learn to speak new sentences. You will learn to speak about your own situations just by repeating and shadowing with them or imitating the act or role playing the act. And it's very entertaining and fun as well. You will love that. You will start loving it. Trust me on this. And I think that is the best way of keeping ourselves focused and entertained and learn at the same time. So when you feel focused, you will be interested and it will be easier for you to learn that thing. Right? So that is why next time when you want to listen some stuffs in English, to give a thought on watching a cartoon movie or a cartoon show or an animated movie and see how it works for you, if it works for you or not. Whether you're able to understand it, whether you are able to repeat after them, whether you are able to imitate them or role play. See if it is helping you. But I'm very sure the English is very simple. And the pronunciation is also very simple. The accent is very simple. You will definitely be able to follow it. And while you're watching it on television or on your laptop, next time when some animated movie comes or cartoon movie comes, to the theaters, definitely go and watch them. See how it feels like. See if you're able to pick up the words and sentences. See if you're able to pick up the language there. Right? You have to try every single thing which can help you to become a good communicator in English or a fluent and confident speaker of English. So these are very interesting and simple exercises or practice sessions which can help you to gain fluency and confidence in speaking in English. After that, the other thing you can do is when you have watched a cartoon or anything else, whatever you have watched, you can just try to repeat that in your own sentences. What you have watched, what was the cartoon about, or what was that movie about, whether you liked it or not, what is your reaction, what is your comments on the movie or the show, so you can talk about anything. Okay, this way you will get into the habit of practicing English speaking and coming up with your own sentences and coming up with your own ideas and thoughts and to present it in front of people. Okay, so this is a wonderful exercise which you can start practicing it right now from today. Okay, I hope this helps. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.